It's officially week 5. My face is makeupless, my hair is not brushed, my bed is not made. Today we are talking college. First, I want to just get this out there. If you're deciding where you want to go to college, in reality, it is not that big of a deal. College is a college and you're getting an education. There's going to be parties and there's going to be not sleeping and there's going to be people that you get to know and connect with or not. And you spend so much time thinking about it when you're coming out of high school, and then like looking back at it now, I'm just like, it was not that big of a deal. Which is really ironic because now I'm applying to grad schools and I'm like, anyway, I had one semester where I was not in a studio. I had an art studio and I had a 5 credit hour physics course, the lab, but I was relaxing that semester compared to every other semester I've had. Realistically, you actually have a lot of time. You may think you don't have a lot of time, but you really just spend a lot of it doing nothing and not really adding it up. It's just the truth. I used to waste so much time in studio. It was actually insane once I started paying attention to how many breaks I took. Now, one thing people are nervous about going into college, of course, the classes. It's a very different environment. There's an expectation that you're doing readings outside of class. In reality, you're probably not going to do any of the readings because in your mind, a reading equals no homework until you get to the exams. Should have done that. But then you never learn. That's college. Oh, another big thing I feel like people are worried about is making friends. Because high school is definitely a different experience for everybody. You either have a lot of friends, maybe you don't have any friends, maybe you hated high school, maybe you loved high school, but college is completely different. It's like starting over. And making friends is actually extremely easy, and not making friends is also extremely easy. It is entirely up to you, but it's super easy to sit in your dorm room or wherever you're staying and just watch Netflix. Oh my gosh. You can just hang out, go to class or not. That's up to you. Please go to class. Whether it's your parents paying or you have loans. Every class is so expensive. It is so expensive. Please just go. And making friends is just as easy. You can just start a single conversation and then you just don't know, that could end up being one of your best friends forever. People look scary and mad all the time. Like when you're just walking on campus, everyone just looks mad. If you just talk to somebody, most people are probably not as mean and angry as they look. Let's do the frat party. Very real. I have literally been to one frat party and I'm in my 4th year of undergrad. Not a fan. One of the group of people that I barely knew. It was basically just a big neighborhood of frat houses and sorority houses. Lots of people just stumbling around. They were mostly drunk. So the one that we went to, there were girls and guys in our group. The front yard was surrounded by a tarp. So that's really warm and welcoming. We're like, yeah, we should definitely go there. That'll be a great time. They wouldn't let the boys in. Like, any of the girls can go in, but guys either have to pay or they just aren't allowed in, period. So that's pretty gross. One of the girls in our group had already gone in, so we were like, okay, well, we don't want to leave the guys. Okay, well, we'll go in and just get her and then we'll go to a different one. And it was just body to body, just packed. The ground was just soaked in beer. It just smelled like beer and sweat. Really gross, actually. Just people touching you everywhere, not comfortable at all. We found her, we brought her back out. There was a guy who was sitting on the lawn by our guys that we had left, completely gone. We would later find out all of his friends had just left him. So we stayed with this guy until his friends came back for him. Hope he's doing okay today. Night's going super well. Then we went to another party. This guy comes up to me, drunk of course. Yeah, started saying, I'm gonna be really vague with it. He was extremely forward, rather vulgar with his offerings. I was not particularly interested. Sloppy drunks aren't my type. So I politely declined. I myself left the frat party, walked to a nearby gas station, got some apple juice and some gummy worms, went back to my dorm, watched a movie, and that was way more fun for me. What else? For architecture, my life is horrible all the time. Basically every other class is on the back burner to studio. My spring semester freshman year, I didn't have studio. I was just hanging out till tests came, and then all the tests came at the same time. It was horrible. Usually you're fine, and then you just have 3 or 4 weeks in the semester that just hit really hard. That's what I've got. Also, bye.